Greetings out there in the community. It's Chris. Didn't get a lot of time to read stuff from the library, or more exactly, I was reading my pre-orders that came in because that stuff's all brand new. But I got a few done, and most importantly, I read these because I'm headed to the library and to pick up an epic haul, and we'll show that off later on in the video. But let's take a look at what I read. First, we got Beastars, volumes 8 and 9. This is one I talked about in the previous video. My daughter and I watched the anime on Netflix, and then she told me it was also a manga. So even though she's read the entire thing digitally, I'm checking it out book by book in the manga physical form, getting through it. And in these volumes you find out who the murderer is. In the first episode of the anime, there's a murder, and that's the big mystery of the series. And in these two books, the murderer is revealed, and they're pretty good. And I also read Hellboy, the complete short stories. This one features a ton of incredible art. More than half of it is by Richard Corben, who recently passed away. Rest in peace. But his art is really crazy and detailed, and it's really, really cool. If you haven't looked at his art, I recommend you check out Richard Corben for artwork. He's really cool. But as far as the story goes, Hellboy, he goes on all these supernatural adventures, ghost hunting, monster hunting, and like 3/4 of the people who hire him for the job in the end screw him over. So it happens over and over and over again through the course of the volume. So he's not very bright. I think only one time did he go on an adventure with somebody, and that person turned out to actually help him out and not screw him over at the end. But great art, great story. There's a volume 2 of this that I'm going to check out, and I'm also reading the BPRD War on Frogs volumes, and I'll let you know what I think of those when I'm finished with them. And then last, we have Malorie, a Bird Box novel by Josh Malerman. This was really good. I've never read the original Bird Box, but I have seen the Netflix original movie. And this one, it's really cool. It has one of the most brutal descriptions of survivor guilt I've ever read. It is right here in Malorie, this book here. But I wouldn't say it's especially super thrilling. It is a page turner, but there are like plenty of times where there's a lot of slow, like super descriptive scenes, and just like slow, just people sitting in a room together kind of scenes that kind of slow it down. But overall, it is really, really good, and I will go back and read the original Bird Box, even though I've already seen the movie and I've read the sequel, because I want to see how the writing stacks up. Is it good, better, the same? Anyway, that's what I've read from the library, and these are going to go back today, and I'm headed out. I got an epic haul waiting for me there, and we'll open it up coming up here next. And we're back. Alright, here it is. Just got back from the library. Let's bust in here, see what we got. What we got? Stuff checked out. Let's go all in one. Here, so quickly on the mic. Alright. Oh. Alright. So, looks like we got DVD. This is Relic. I think this was a straight to on-demand movie in the summer. I saw good reviews on it as far as it being a horror movie, so I checked it out. This is The Devil All the Time. This was on a list of like tense novels, like close to like, or tense novels with horrific subject matter. And I know there's a Netflix movie for this, but I'm going to read it first. Star Wars Darth Vader, Volume 1 by, I believe it's, Greg Pak. I've been hearing a lot of good things about this series, and all the craziness about Ochi of Bastoon, And everyone on the internet I've heard is like, I never heard of this guy before. It's the guy who killed Rey's parents. They talked about him in Rise of Skywalker. Come on, man. Fantastic Four Volume 5. It's called Point of Origin. This is the Dan Slott run. Looking forward to reading that. I've been keeping up on it. I've been keeping up on this one too. This is Immortal Hulk by Al Ewing and what is his name? Joe Bennett. So this is Volume 7. Hulk is Hulk. So and the back cover is kind of cool. It has this white-looking dude with a dollar bill. It's kind of funny. And new Star Wars Volume 1. Charles Soule. It's like all the writers like swap places on the Star Wars books. Soule was on Darth Vader and now he's on the regular book. Pack was on the regular book and now he's on Darth Vader. It's funny. This one's called The Destiny Path, and these stories I guess take place between the end of Empire Strikes Back and the beginning of Return of the Jedi. And here we got some Amazing Spider-Man. This is Threats and Menaces. I think it's Volume 8. This is the Nick Spencer run that I've heard up and down reviews about, but I've read it up to Volume 6, and I've been enjoying it. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Then It's Us by Al Ewing. What can we say about Al Ewing? We only find them when they're dead. The Immortal Hulk. Come on. I'm hoping this holds up as such. I heard this one, when read issue to issue, loses people, but people said it would probably read better in trade. Doesn't anything read better in trade, more or less? Then we got Amazing Spider-Man Volume 7, $20.99. So this will pick up where I left off after Volume 6, so I'm looking forward to getting back into the Nick Spencer run. Here's Captain Marvel Volume 2, Falling Star. And this is introduces a new character, Star, as I've seen in the community. And I have Volume 1, I checked it out already. So I'm going to get into the Kelly Thompson run of Captain Marvel, and I'll have a big Kelly Thompson related video of her Hawkeye run and then her Captain Marvel run. Here we have Amazing Spider-Man Volume 9. This is The Sins Rising. I heard this story kind of got back in the groove on the Nick Spencer run. A lot of people enjoyed it, and I know I'll enjoy it. Here's Captain Marvel Volume 3, The Last Avenger. I guess this kind of starts sliding into the Empire storyline. The library hasn't obtained copies of the Empire trade paperback yet, but I'm sure it won't be too long. So, but I'm just going to read it as it goes with Captain Marvel. Here's Bitterroot Volume 2, Rage and Redemption. I have Volume 1. Checked it out last time I was out to the library, so I get to binge Volume 1 and 2 together. Here's Plunge by Joe Hill and Stuart Immonen. This is the Hill House, what would you call it? Hill House Comics. Looking forward to reading all these horror titles. This is the first one the library's got in, and I assume they'll eventually get all of them in. So, looking forward to reading that. And last we have a novel, The Library at Mount Char. This was on some best horror novels top 10 lists or other on the internet, because when you look up comics, horror comics and novels, you get a lot of Google Google recommendations of top 10 lists. So I have like 350 books on my to read later list from these lists. So I'm looking forward to reading them all in my good time. So that's the last one there. So that's all we got here. Please go ahead and if you feel like it, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe, and put on the notifications, and we'll see you in the next video. Everybody, stay safe.